Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Jahazib Khalid, and today we have an interesting topic related to SEO. Should founders focus on SEO in early stage startups? Let's discuss this topic in detail. Startup is equal to growth. The world is disrupting with tons of startups launching on monthly basis. Everyone has a unique idea, focusing on user needs, taste, and their preferences, and then structure the concept and launch a startup. The traction of a startup requires how well startup is growing on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Here, I am sharing a concept of startup is equal growth, where you can get an idea of why growth is essential for the startup to survive. Otherwise, if there is zero growth, then startup will die soon. It is necessary to build a solid traction for every startup. Growth requires traffic, and more traffic. There are many sources to generate traffic for the startup. SEO is one of the highly anticipated and proven marketing channels for the startups. If anyone wants to grow and scale a startup, then SEO is the most effective channel for growing traffic at a nominal cost. The question comes for every startup founder: should we really focus on SEO from day one? Yes or no? The answer is yes, you can focus on SEO from day one, but there are a few questions to be answered before expecting traffic from SEO. So here are a few reality check you need to be well aware before expecting traffic from SEO. SEO is a long-term marketing channel. You can't get success within the first week or in a month. It requires serious efforts, focus, and precision. Second point is your startup ready for SEO? Do you have any keywords data of your target keywords? It defines the direction of your SEO process. The third and the most important one is if your startup idea falls in established product service category, then SEO is where to go. That means if you launch something which has already been established in your market, then definitely SEO gonna work for you. If you are exploring entire new idea with no user intent, then SEO might not be useful for you. SEO works on demand generation. If you're expecting that everything works on SEO, that is not true. There are some limitations like user search intent. If you don't have enough people to search your startup, then SEO won't work at all. I have seen so many startups disrupting new concept and relying on SEO traffic as the only growth channel. But there is no such demand of such queries, then there is a big problem for you. SEO is dependent on user intent. If you figure out what are your top keywords or searches that matters the most to your startup, then you can optimize the website on user intent, like what key phrases they are searching whenever they are finding any product service that falls in your industry. So let's discuss these factors in brief so you can have an idea about that why these factors are so important. So first we have site speed, how well your website loads on desktop or mobile. Do a test on Google Page Insights, Gmetrics, or any other tools that to identify the speed of website. In 2021, Google is giving much importance to site speed because it drives the entire user experience. If website is not fast for everyone, then you should need to fix on priority. Site structure. How well you have structured your website. Page title and description, URL structure, navigation, internal linking, and more. Site structure is more similar like how well you organize the work desk. It goes in almost similar way. The more clear, precise, and the easy structure you have, search engine crawlers will index and crawl faster. So the other point we have mobile friendliness. You can't simply ignore mobile traffic because traffic distribution percentage has surpassed more than 80% in majority of the countries. So if you're still optimizing website for desktop, then it's a wake-up call for you. Google has launched mobile first indexing in 2019 to ensure healthy ecosystem for mobile traffic. Content. Content is one of the key element of your website. Search engine loves the content. Make sure you must give significant time, attention, and focus in producing web content. It must be unique, compelling, and user engaging. Don't copy paste because it's gonna hurt you because in the long run. Other factor we have is very important. Another factor is user experience. If a user lands to your website, how does he find your website? Can he browse the pages flawlessly in terms of site structure, statics, page speed, and messaging? Any flaw in user journey on your website may cause hurdle because you will see high bounce rates towards your final goal. High bounce rate leads poor engagement rate, hence it will affect in future as well. Web analytics. If you can't measure it, then you can't improve it. It's an old saying, but very practical in optimizing website towards traffic. If you are unable to measure the website traffic, engagement rates, drop-off rates, page events, otherwise you will be shooting with zero range. You can use Google Analytics for recording daily traffic, understanding the user behavior and response towards website goals. I hope this video will help you to understand the context why SEO is important for early page startups. If you opt for SEO, then there are certain things that we have discussed related to user intent, keywords volume, and the SEO factors. So, hope you find this video more informative. So, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Till then, goodbye.